these new breed of scum think it's okay to goof on our children, especially kids that are minors, and they think that's
Right.
okay. And Joe, being Italian, even the mob doesn't fuck with people's kids or wives.
Yeah. As
And
long as it remains words. If it remains words, that's fine. If it remains words, that's fine.
I was in ninth grade. She came out, and she got bullied. In fact, the principal had to call me, told me to stop. And so she used to be Greta. Now he's Knight. And then
Is she doing the transition? Is she going from female to male?
Yeah, like he did the top surgery. They chopped off the boobs, and which really sucks because now I have the biggest boobs in the family.
Think it's okay to goof on our children, especially kids that are minors.
And then my son is 10. He's a skateboarder.
Oh, that's good.
That's cool.
Which
California skateboard kid.
That's cool.
I knew I shouldn't have got him into weed, but he's a skateboarder, and he also.
Do you say "but" real quick after every joke?
And then my son is 10, and he's a hacker, but he's smart, and he's a skateboarder. I knew I shouldn't have got him into weed. But don't worry, it's medical marijuana to get him off his heroin addiction.
Think it's okay to goof on our children, especially kids that are minors.
My son, my youngest son was, he had to get his HPV vaccine. That's for genital warts. And he hates shots, and he's like, I don't want to get it. I go, buddy. He goes, what does it prevent? And the nurse says, like genital warts. Son, I don't think you want them. They'll stick a shot right in your penis. He goes, give me the shot. He immediately got the HPV one. The fucking horn dog. I love that kid.
Yeah, she lives across the street from the girl that my son hangs out with, because my son is like the ladies' man. He's 12 already, and I was driving with him the other day, and he goes, Dad, I had this weird dream. And I go, well, what do you mean, buddy? He goes, I had a weird dream. I go, do you mean wet dream, Oscar? And he goes, yeah. I go, that's fine. I still get those. So, he goes, yeah, but I was so embarrassed. I cleaned the sheets and everything. He's so cute. But he's a ladies' man. Lily, because she loves horror films like The Conjured, and I showed her The Exorcist, and, she loves horror films. So I decided to show her The Shining. She was screaming and freaking out the whole movie. And she's like that. And it was, and it was so cute because, I actually felt good that, I showed her something that actually scared the fuck out of her. I don't know why. Does that make me a bad parent or not? Somebody is blind enough to date me. And I had just dropped the kids off because I had the kids for the weekend. Great time, as always. And then, in fact, I showed my daughter for the first time. First we watched Little Miss Sunshine. She's 15. I love that movie. It's great. And it kind of has there's a reason why I bring that up. And then after that, I obviously showed these in the wrong order. Then I showed Lily, because she loves horror films like The Conjured, and I showed her The Exorcist, and, she loves horror films. So I decided to show her The Shining. She was screaming and freaking out the whole movie. And she's like that. And it was, and it was so cute because, I actually felt good that, I showed her something that actually scared the fuck out of her. I don't know why. Does that make me a bad parent? But she, so of course we had to have the lights on all night. And yes, I showed him in the wrong order. I should have went to Shining and then Little Miss Sunshine. So then I had to put on Three Amigos just to ease everybody's, tensions. My son was getting scared when he was playing on his computer, which he couldn't even see the TV, but he was just getting scared by the music and the Daddy isn't here, Mrs. Torrens. Daddy isn't here, Mrs. Torrens. I saw freaking Kylie Jenner's mansion in Hidden Hills.
Yeah.
She lives across the street from the girl that my son hangs out with, because my son is like the ladies' man. He's 12 already, and I was driving with him the other day, and he goes, Dad, I had this weird dream. And I go, well, what do you mean, buddy? He goes, I had a weird dream. I go, do you mean wet dream, Oscar? And he goes, yeah. I go, that's fine. I still get those. He goes, yeah, but I was so embarrassed. I cleaned the sheets and everything. He's so cute. But he's a ladies' man, and see, this is how I come back. People say I change subjects, but he hangs out with this girl who lives across the street from Kylie Jenner. Kylie Jenner! What has she done besides had a baby at 8?
How are your kids doing? First of all, that is good news. You said your daughter, your oldest daughter, is in college. Is she in college?
Well, it's a he now, all right.
I didn't know that. Wait, totally a he.
Yeah, my oldest is transgender.
Had an operation.
Is that really true?
Yeah.
Why?
That's
I
not
knew
true.
that. Let's get this.
Is it true? Are you kidding? I thought
No,
you were
I'm not kidding. at all.
Let's not kid at all about this.
Yeah, no, let's be serious.
So wait a minute.
It's a comedy show.
Have an operation?
What?
Did she have an operation where it's fully?
He did.
Yes, he had top surgery done. He didn't have a penis because
Wow. Okay. So now, how old is he?
19.
Is he in college?
Hold on, just fucking light a cigarette. He did a semester at Pitzer, and then because it was very hard for him to, he just wanted to get this top surgery done. So
No, I'm saying that's great. So was everything?
he
fine?
took off a semester, and then he did that.
Is he having everybody's cool in his life? I mean, like other
Well,
students.
yeah, I
and
mean,
shit?
I
I know
I'm
you
very-
are, but I'm saying other students, are they being all right with him?
Well, yeah, well, I don't know about other students at Pitzer, but I think that he needed the time to, just be
Adjust.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And that
I can imagine.
And this was even before Caitlin. Like he called me out of nowhere and just said, "Dad, I want to talk to you." And then we talked for a while, and he said, he goes, I've always felt like a boy trapped in a girl's body, and this is something I want to do, and I don't. I've never felt I was a girl, and I was like, oh, cool, just be happy,
Right, but
And
you knew that he was gay for a while, right?
Well, no, I didn't know until 9th grade when.
That's pretty early, don't you
Yeah.
think? For someone to come out like that?
Oh,
No, it's
to come
not.
out- To come out, I think to notice. It's
To come out? Oh,
That's
okay.
not early.
Well, I should have known when I got her at the time, a pink bicycle, and she refused to ride it.
Well, I mean, but you were always. I remember you guys were always very cool about it. You were cool parents, which is great because if you don't have, if a kid doesn't have that, forget it. That's a tough deal.
Yeah, and then in 9th grade she came out. She got bullied all throughout high school.
Terrible.
Oh.
That
But it's probably
that-
more about you than that.
What's that?
Probably is about you, though, don't you think? She got bullied more because you were her father?
Oh no! They didn't know that. I mean, it was more about
Well, that doesn't help, Tim.
Wait, she came out as a lesbian, still a girl.
Yeah.
And bullied for that? Really?
Yeah,
In,
well-
in this day and age?
Well, yeah, it was in 9th grade. She came out, and and she got bullied. In fact, the principal had to call me, told me to stop. And
Oh, there you go. I didn't know you were going into a joke.
There you go.
but anyway, no.
I didn't know you were exploiting your.
See, that's 2 minutes right there, Russ. I've seen
No,
it.
but actually,
Get her done.
and then she said,
get a drummer
Yeah,
again.
come on, Artie. I'll keep doing this.
Switch it, get 'em done.
I'll keep giving you material.
He's
So
got a one-armed Def Leppard.
You're the
drummer.
one who went. Yeah, you're the one who went into that.
no. But then what happened was,
I'm being nice. I don't want to. That is a serious thing. It's tough to do.
no, yeah, and she got bullied, and then she decided to set up like an anti-bullying campaign.
I love that.
And she set up a program called Friends for all the lonely
Now,
kids. And,
well,
and
that is something.
transfers.
Tammy's point is were the other students aware that her father got famous on a show that was famous for bullying people for 22 years?
Right?
Bully?
No.
All we did was bully people.
No, but then in 12th grade, her and a girlfriend became the first homecoming queen in Calabasas High School
Wow,
history.
that turned around.
That's a big
Yeah,
deal.
and this is our, and like I brought her out on the football field. It was like obviously it's in halftime, and and when they announced Greta at the time,
Right. What's her name now? What's his name?
Night, but like then the
Gotta
whole
think
place
about it.
went.
Wow.
Think about that.
That's
No,
a cool
well,
name.
but the whole place went crazy. It was and you don't understand Calabasas, Artie.
Yeah. I've been there before.
All right, but it used to be known as Calablacklis.
Right.
It was
I
So
get
you
it.
buy a
Until
house
a
there.
Kardashian showed up.
And no, and then the Wayans family.
Cala African American.
Then the Wayans family moved in. It was 50-50. But what happened is like
Do you do that, Joe?
I don't know, Artie.
That's something with the R.
Says
Kelly.
2
That's
minutes
something with my
and
R.
10
Kelly
seconds.
did.
No, but No, but seriously, it was.
That's the Wayne Cage 12. That's your Cage 12.
No, it was a big triumph, and and like the news covered it, but they never mentioned me. In fact, Baba Booey even said when I talked to him.
Well, it's
about
probably
it,
good for ratings.
No, they never mentioned me at all. And
It's not your story.
No, exactly.
Yeah, right. It's not about you. It's true. It's good that they did.
No, I know, but you were asking me, but nobody, it wasn't about me, and I was very proud.
What about
and,
what about your other children? You have 3, right?
Yeah, my middle daughter is.
How's she doing?
She's in high honors, and
it's great.
Excelling. She's won 1 billion awards for academics.
So you're close with them, divorce-wise. You guys.
Yeah.
And how often do you have custody?
And then my son is 10.
Now, when is he going to be old enough to drive you around?
4 years.
Now, is Justin going to train him?
And he.
What does he want to do? Does he play ball? Is he?
He's a skateboarder.
Oh, that's good.
That's cool.
Which
like California skateboard kid.
That's cool.
I knew I shouldn't have got him into weed, but he's a skateboarder, and he also.
Do you say "but" real quick after every joke?
No, all right. I just know you're going to trash me, so I don't care. But
No,
anyway.
I'm just saying. I don't know if you should do that. Because you know what? It's like you don't have confidence in the punchline. You think you got to do something.
I don't think confidence in the punchline is the only problem.
Well, no.
All angles,
Don't get
John.
mad. Now, see, don't get mad,
I'm
John.
not mad. No, I'm not mad.
What happened to the circle of trust? I'm just saying.
I'm not mad at all. But anyway,
But
I'll tell you a funny story.
Anyway,
I'll tell you a funny story.
go ahead. Oh, it's about time.
Afraid to laugh.
No.
It's about time, but
Get her done.
get it done. But go ahead. Go ahead. What is
No,
it?
I'm not even.
What is the funny story? Go
No,
ahead.
I'm not getting in trouble for it. Actually.
Oh, well,
I'm not,
come on.
I'm
You
not
worry
saying-
about that now? Wait, is seriously somebody might get pissed?
Well, yeah.
There is a lot of John and I can't talk about. There is a lot of Stern Show gossip, but you work there a long time and you do become friendly with people, and there's some people that you hope are doing okay that I really like.
No, my son's really cool. He's like,
That's cool.
He's 10 in a freaking 15-year-old's body. I mean, the kid's
Well, you're studying that harder.
Well, he's a huge computer guy, and he's
Girls or
learned
guys' body?
He's learned how to hack. Let's just say that.
Really? What do you hack into?
Oh, wow.
Oh my God! Probably your Tinder account or something.
No, he's hacked into things. That's what I'm worried about, Artie.
Well, are you
'cause of
kidding me?
anybody,
Like what?
it's just, I don't want to get.
I think it's cool.
Oh.
What do you hack into?
I'm a little worried.
Global
about saying
thermonuclear war.
it.
There's a reference.
Larry the
Exactly.
You really dated all of us on that.
Larry the
Exactly.
Cable
You got it.
Larry the Cable Guy's joke book. Did he get into that?
No, but he's
Disclaimer: he is.
He's
my
like
friend.
he's a genius too. The kid all the kids are really, really bright.
Yeah, who do they take after?
There we go.
Susanna.
You guys are you and Suzanne are very bright.
But she's got a boyfriend already.
Who does?
Susanna.
Are they getting married?
They live in Sherman Oaks, which is 20 minutes away. He's
Right.
In your house?
Well, that's good.
No. They got their own place.
What does he do? Is he in the business?
He's a strugg-
Susanna, his ex-wife.
What's his
He's a struggling artist.
What's his catchphrase?
Oh, no.
He's a struggling artist.
What's his catchphrase?
Well, he's half white, half African American.
Is he really?
Stephen Curry.
So she won the mulatto?
Playing a little wordplay.
That was quick.
Justin doesn't even
Get
know
her
that
done.
word.
Get her done.
She won the mulatto, but no. So what does that mean? So that's good. Why do you have to bring that
Gives
up?
her the Powerball.
It's racist to even bring that up.
No, I just thought that you would enjoy that to
Why?
make fun of me.
I would not. Why would I make fun of you? Because she's dating a black guy? I would never do that.
Would you get back with her if...
No,
You don't want to do that, no.
no. I love the girl. Always will love her, but I'm not.
Yeah, black guy, struggling artist. I'm sure he makes a lot of money.
What about your daughter? You have 2, 3, I forgot.
Well,
3,
no,
right?
I have the oldest who's transgender. She used to be my daughter. Now she's my son. So she used to be Greta. Now he's Knight. And then
Is she doing the transition? Is she going from female to male?
yeah, like he did the top surgery. They chopped off the boobs, and which really sucks because now I have the biggest boobs in the family. And then my other daughter Lily is this uber genius. She's high honors, already taking college courses in high school.
Nice.
And then my son is 10 and he's a hacker.
but he's smart and he's a skateboarder. I knew I shouldn't have got him into weed. But don't worry, it's medical marijuana to get him off his heroin addiction. But no, he's the coolest kid. And he's the one that was, and he's the one that was conceived and born in California. So, you know, he is that California kid, the long hair and the skateboarding and all that, you know.
Oh, how cute. And so how is your daughter happy? The one that's transitioning? Like, is she good with that? And are you good with that? Is that
well, I'm good with it. I just want people, I just want my kids, I want everybody in this world to be happy. I don't care, you know, if you want to be, you know, it's just, I don't think it's, you know, you're trying to make any statement. I think it's all genetic. It's who you are. And he explained it to me best. He said, Dad, I've always felt like a boy trapped in a girl's body. I mean, and that's so easy to understand with it. It's such a great way to explain it, and that's just how it is. I mean, you know, and if that was me, and I have the same personality that I do now, and unfortunately I had a vagina, I mean, that would kill me. Because, I mean...
Oh, my God, you'd be such a whore. You would be screwing everybody.
Yeah, but I would be so... The only good thing I would have a bigger penis then than I do now.
Well, I'm glad that he's happy, and, yeah, I mean, I agree with you. I do not think people can help it. I don't think it's a choice. I've never thought that.
No,
I think people are what they are, and that is, you know...
Yeah.
I can't even imagine the misery of being trapped in a body that you feel... is alien to you.
No,
you know?
I know.
That's just got to be awful.
My son, you know, my youngest son was, you know, he had to get his HPV vaccine. That's for genital warts, and he hates shots, and he's like, I don't want to get it. I go, buddy. He goes, what does it prevent? And the nurse says, like, genital warts, and I go, and I'm like. Son, I don't think you want them. You know, they'll stick a shot right in your penis. He goes, give me the shot. He immediately got the HPV one. The fucking horn dog. I love that kid.
Oh, that's funny. It's always funny when you have to, like, reject people.
Yeah, well, those weddings always cause problems.
Always. Bat mitzvahs, too. When my daughters got bat mitzvah, I said, I really don't want to have anyone from work except Robin. I figured, because, you know, Robin's friend. And then I said, well, wait. I got to have Fred, because Fred will be hurt. And I got to have Jackie, I guess, because he sits next to me every day.
He sits behind you.
And then I got to have Baba Booey.
So the list starts to expand.
And then I just said, you know what? And I said, and that's it. And, you know, and Stuttering John was always hurt. I like Stuttering John a lot. And I would have loved to have had him there. But if I go to the Stuttering John...
Then it opens another door.
Then it's another level.
That's
and
right.
See, but that's where the pain comes in, Howard. Not that John wasn't invited.
But he's on that level.
You equate him to that level.
Yeah.
He wishes he was on the level.
You know what he should think of? He's at the door.
Yeah. And you know what? I actually like John personally a lot. On vacation, I went out to visit John.
Did you?
I hung out with him. Yeah. We had a nice day. John has a boat.
Yeah. You went on that boat?
What is that?
A rusty boat.
Is it a wreck? It's a wreck, but it's fun.
Because he's always saying, you ought to come out for my boat.
Yeah, and I brought my 7-year-old daughter out, and she was afraid to get in the boat. Everyone was afraid.
Everything on the boat is rusty.
Shots before you get on the boat.
So you get tetanus shot.
You have balls, man.
I like the boat.
It was fun.
It was fun. Had a good time.
You know how to drive that thing finally?
Well, he's drunk, and, you know.
I went out with him once. He was, like, riding over buoys and stuff. He was like, what's this? I'm like, that's a shallow water. He's like,
well, my daughter was on there, so you behaved.
I remember once that Gary said he and John were having dinner, and John arrived on the boat.
Yeah, I'm not even sure how the boat floats because there's a big hole in the middle.
John, listen to this. The floorboard of the stool. John came to Connecticut on his boat to have dinner with me.
Yeah.
He arrived in the night. His wife looked petrified.
Right.
Okay? Yeah. They got there, and it was decided that she was not going to drive home in the night after he drank, so they slept at my house.
Right.
And they got up in the morning, and then John had to, like, call the guy and woke the guy up because his boat was locked in, but he gave the guy $25 to let him into where his boat was locked up.
Oh, well, I don't know. I loaded my daughter into this boat. She was
you
like...
let your daughter get
she was freaking out. Lucky she didn't cut herself on the ripped vinyl.
Oh.
You should have your child taken away from you.
I know. I thought the authorities were going to come and take her away.
Put on the life jackets at least?
Yeah. Yeah. Even I wore one because I wanted my daughter to keep
So
it on.
boat is a very loose term. This is just
It's a piece of wood. That has a motor attached to it. It's a wreck. Gilligan's Island wouldn't have gotten on this to get off the stupid island.
10 times John said, "Do you see the Empire State Building?" And she caught on and said, "Yes," so he'd shut up.
Yeah, like he was like, there's no Empire State Building. Where do you see an Empire State Building? Dude, I didn't see it. My daughter don't even know what the Empire State Building is. She's 7 years old.
John, he's hounding her like your father. Do you see it?
Yeah, and then my kid was just like, yeah, I see it.
What'd you pay for that boat, John?
$1,500.
Oh, really?
Oh,
yeah. No,
that's a lot of money.
I thought it was. How much did you put into it?
Nothing.
No, it's about
gas.
No, about $800 a year. Just daily maintenance.
But you took the class, right?
But there's a big hole in it?
Yeah, there's a hole in the middle.
I lost the floorboard to the storm.
No. I know you're walking in it and like you fall into the floorboard. You don't even think you're gonna survive.
Are you sure John can even knows how to maintain this thing? That
No, he doesn't.
When he starts it?
He admits he doesn't.
I'm impressed with the navigational skills and the.
Dude, we went around in a big circle.
Yeah. There's wires hanging from the ignition.
Yeah, you have to see it. Jackie's on there with me.
The windshield's gone. You
Do both have to pass?
Jackie and I are holding each other.
Obviously not.
Yeah, they're not like cars.
You don't take that thing for inspection?
It was no. You just have to register it.
They don't care what you register.
We went out last year and it stalled every 50 feet. I thought we were never getting back.
No, the engine runs fine.
Right. Yeah, no, this didn't stall. I'll give him that.
You don't have the windshield's gone.
Yeah, then the windshield's all blown out.
But I can't believe he got all the way up to Connecticut with it.
Oh yeah, I had lunch in Connecticut.
Big boat or like a little
boat? It's not even a boat.
A little water. Somebody sits 6 people.
It's a.
And then he goes, "You want me to pull you around on some water skis?" I go, "No way."
Can it get up that fast? Well, we used to only pull them through the tube.
Yeah. I wasn't doing that.
I'm always afraid John's going to stop short and someone's going to get chewed up by the engine.
No, that's what I was afraid of.
No, I had to take a whole test and stuff to get the,
That was long after you were driving. Yeah. You were driving for a good year before you took a test.
Give you a medical test.
He's like John F. Kennedy in a plane with that boat.
Oh, man.
It was fun, all right?
Boy, it sucks getting up this early.
Well, I was sure excited about it last night.
Yes, I went to bed at 8:30, and I woke up this morning at 1:30 and couldn't get back to bed. Oh, man. Hey, Fred's one of those white guys that no matter how much time he spends in the sun, he turns bright red.
Yeah.
He doesn't get a tan.
I got the Indian in me. Yeah. Did you get the invitation to Fred's party about 11 hours before it happened?
Yeah.
What party?
Pretty fun.
I didn't even get that.
Yeah, well. Fred was going to have some people over. I was like already in California.
Yeah.
I checked my computer. He goes, "Hey, you want to come over?" And I'm like, "Dude, give me a little notice." The message I would have come over.
That's a sure sign that Fred doesn't want you.
Yeah, there was no real party. Did you go?
Yeah.
You went to the Inner Sanctum?
Yeah.
Hey, I got to take a break.
I thought you said you weren't going to go because Fred never comes to your things.
No, Fred wasn't going to invite me, remember?
But you went to Fred's?
Yeah.
What happened over there?
It was fun. I checked out his house. His beautiful house.
Really?
Yeah, he's got a big house.
Is he on the water?
No, he's about a quarter mile from the water.
Really?
Does he let you inside the house?
Yeah. A lot of antiques in the house.
Antiques?
Yeah.
Oh, Fred living large.
You got antiques?
A big pool. A big built-in pool.
Built-in pool?
Built-in pool.
That's legitimate.
Where do you get money for that? Jackie gets all the money for raising.
Jackie doesn't have a pool.
No.
He's got 6 houses.
How Jackie want to raise? Hey, where's my pool?
I only got one house, so I had to put it somewhere.
Jackie would never build a pool.
Is Jackie there?
If Jackie's the head writer, right, Fred doesn't even have that side business where he does stand-up and some videotapes and everything. So how come Fred's got a summer house with a built-in pool and Jackie still lives in 2 shacks?
I don't know.
6 shacks. 6. Oh, sorry. Come on.
It's the transportation costs to get to all of his house.
Yeah, so what else did you do at Fred's? What was the activity? Just hanging out by the pool?
Drinking?
Yeah, well, of course, drinking.
Was there anybody there we would have known besides you?
His drummer, Frank, the old salesman, and that's about it.
Who are Fred's friends? Who was at this party?
No, who's at the party?
A couple, a bunch of people I don't know.
Was Fred drinking?
Yeah. Yeah, right, Fred?
Only at the end.
Yeah, he wasn't.
Fred the host.
He wasn't drinking a lot.
Scary.
What kind of food?
It was, burgers and chicken, steak.
Was his plumber there, the only guy going to get invited to his wedding?
No, but he's on like a half acre of property.
Really?
I wanted to go, but I literally was reading the note while the party was on.
Right, yeah. You literally got invited while the party was happening.
We literally planned it as I was writing that note.
Right. All right, listen. Sorry I missed it. Are you ever going to have a party where
I'm definitely going to have another party where everybody's going to have more notice. It was one of those things my wife says, come on, let's have one, let's have one.
Wonderful. Looking forward to it. I'll drive out with you, Robbie.
His wife has a great car, Howard.
She Fred.
What kind of car? Ooh, John taking inventory.
Oh, you know John out there itemizing.
No, actually,
What'd you pay for the house?
no, I didn't ask him.
What kind of car?
No, I didn't, Fred.
Yes, well, you asked how much.
Yeah, no. I asked him how much the car was because I'd like to get one.
What was the car?
It's a vintage, like 72. What is it? Oldsmobile, but it's convertible. It's beautiful. I would love to get my hands on something like that. I mean,
get a real job.
Oh, but I wonder, like, if 72 like vintage car is an expensive car.
You should have gone out there with a camera and like got stuff appraised. Because
You know what?
We'll never let you know.
Hook him up with some of those spy things.
Yeah, right.
So John can talk into it.
You should put one of those briefcases with a little hidden camera.
Helmet cam.
Yeah. So we can see. He's no kidding.
Satellite.
Yeah, I mean, I was.
Any hot chicks at the party?
Yeah, actually, there's
really
a girl that works at Allison's store is real hot, and she was there in a little.
How many people were there?
So I was checking 20. Out. Yeah, it was only like 20, 25.
Man, any chicks still, huh? Wow.
Yeah, and the pool is extra long because he even made it longer than usual so they could do laps.
And who did you invite, Fred? Where did your list come from?
My list came from whoever I could get a hold of at the last minute.
Doug Goodstien.
No, Doug Goodstien.
No E people?
No E people.
No.
It's just going to be you guys and whoever my wife wanted to invite.
All right. Listen, Big Black, hold on. I must take a break.
Yo.
And then please play us your tape. We're going to have a good laugh with the Imus tapes and Carmen Electra tapes, all kinds of tape. It's going to be great. Hold on, okay?
No problem.
All right. Can't wait to hear that. And we'll be back right after these words. Here's a survey that Gary found on the internet. They said to men, has your sex life improved or declined since marriage? And I don't know why you get married if you read this.
Get ready, Doug.
I'd say more than 50-60% of the guys said either it declined significantly, it's declined to almost nothing, and I have virtually no sex with my wife.
Wow. That's most of the guys.
Most of the guys.
It's an internet service, not scientific.
Yeah. How often does your wife initiate sex? Like all the time. Some guys at 6.4%. That must be newlyweds.
Right.
Here.
You don't need an internet service. Just ask everybody in this room who's married.
Rarely 33%. Never 15%. That's already 50%.
Yeah.
I mean, why would you do this to yourself?
Doug, I just celebrated my...
Doug is different. He's the one.
This should be your wedding invitation.
I celebrated my 8th wedding anniversary.
The wedding, I'm going to bring that.
I'm 0 for July, okay?
Yeah, you haven't had sex in July?
No.
What is it?
And my anniversary's in July.
Yeah.
Wow.
You didn't have sex on your anniversary?
We didn't even recognize it.
I got a question, Gary. I got a question. Is it like you just stop initiating the sex, or she just doesn't come to you for sex? Like,
or how does that happen?
Here's what happens.
Okay. Nothing. You know what? No good comes of marriage.
Here's what happens.
And really, I mean, there's never any exciting crap.
We put the kids to bed.
Well, the kids
between 9 and 9:15.
Kids. Yeah, but
wait a minute.
I'm talking about sex.
Wait a minute. A couple of weeks ago, Gary was excited that Scott DePreez was having a party for a break. That's what comes of marriage.
That's bad.
And then Gary is telling me, what did he do over vacation? He went to Sesame Village.
Oh, God.
Sesame Place. And it's white trash, black trash, Arab trash. What else?
Trash.
There was a woman, Robin, there was a woman walking around.
Kids.
95-degree weather. There was a woman walking around in the full Middle Eastern garb. Only you could see her eyes. Black. It was 100 degrees out.
Sesame Place.
Sesame Place.
Just gonna go there.
But it's like, why would you dress like that?
It makes you so hot just looking at something.
Right, Howard?
Yeah.
There's a bunch of black kids who, you're supposed to wear aqua socks?
Yeah.
Those shoes. When
right.
Instead, they just wore socks.
Regular socks.
These guys aqua socks.
Now,
they're in the water, ain't they? They're wet.
I can't comment on everybody, but I can just tell you what I saw.
Okay.
When white people were disciplining their children, they say, Timmy, if you don't stop doing this, you're going to get a timeout. And when black people discipline their children, they say, if you don't stop that, I'm going to bash the side of your head in.
So, you know what? I'm not a child expert, but I'm pretty sure that's wrong.
Well, I'm sitting there eating ice cream. It's me, Mary, and the two kids. I'm eating ice cream, and I hear this woman behind me, and I turn around to look. There's two girls. One looks like she's about 6. One looks like she's about 8. And the mother turns around to the kids, and she goes, you is the most uncouth people I ever seen in my life. You know what? You ain't nothing but ghetto. I take you out, I dress you up, but at the end of the day, you're still ghetto.
That can't be good for kids.
Why do you go there?
You think that's
Why
wrong?
do you go there?
It's a great place.
Do you think a 6-year-old
You ghetto.
remembers that for life?
Oh, yes.
What did she hear you is?
Well, it happens every
You is the most uncouth.
You is the most. I wonder why.
The other funny thing, Howard, is everybody,
She's couth.
Right.
everybody there is overweight.
Yeah. Everyone. The whole country's fat.
I saw a woman, she got in a tube. It's like a water park. So she got in a tube that goes down a slide.
Yeah.
And she got wedged in. Not her butt, but the tube itself.
Right.
So they have these like little 16-year-old kids who are like lifeguards there. So this girl, she's pushing on it with her foot as hard as she can. And then she uses her other foot to kick water on so to lubricate it.
Yeah.
Once it went, man, it was like a
Done this
bullet.
before.
It was like a bullet. 400-pound woman on a water slide.
You know what's really funny? She knew how to do it. This happens all the time.
Yeah, right.
That's why they're there. But really, if you were 400 pounds and you were a woman,
Right.
would you go to a place where you knew you had to put on a bathing suit?
No. I'm embarrassed to get in a bathing suit. I barely weigh 60 pounds.
You lost 20 pounds in a week.
Yeah,
You
and I won't get in a bathing suit.
Jeez.
I'm like, I could stand to lose like 10 pounds.
Right.
So walking around in my bathing suit, and I said to my wife, I go, you embarrassed? She goes, in front of these people?
You're Hercules.
You're in a goddess.
Yeah, you should be the thong, dude. People were drooling looking at
People
you.
were envious of your body. I'm a model.
And the other funny thing is all the characters walk around here.
Yeah.
Characters.
And
They're overweight.
well, here's
They're
the,
hot and sweaty,
But the
too.
deal is that, there's a different, like, some of them are on higher levels.
Yeah.
Like the Count, you can get to him pretty quick. But Elmo's like Bruce Springsteen. When Elmo comes out, they push the kids away because he has a place to be.
Right.
So kids try to stop, and they go, excuse me, he's got somewhere to be. I'm sorry, kids, gotta go. And Elmo gets
Elmo's
whisked
got
in.
attitude.
And Elmo gets whisked in and whisked
Elmo
out.
has people.
Yep, Elmo has like 2 people.
Elmo's more popular than the Count?
Yeah.
Elmo's more popular than
Elmo's
anybody.
the most popular one.
How about
What's weird about it is, do you think the guy who wears the Elmo suit is like kind of like, wow, I'm so popular?
Yeah,
Like,
he probably thinks he's better.
And do
Yeah.
the guys who have to be the Count and the other guys, do they wish they were Elmo?
I wonder. You know what? Can we interview somebody who works at Sesame Place? It'll be all anonymous. It won't lose your
Are
job.
you saying that when they're having lunch and they're not in their costume,
Right.
does Elmo think he's better than the Count?
Yeah, or like, yeah, this is the guy who...
Elmo get better treatment out of his uniform?
Right.
Yeah, and like, does he start to think he's... And like, like all the guys who wear the costume, are they all gay? I mean, they gotta be. That's not a heterosexual job.
I heard something at Disneyland.
Going to work.
No matter what happens,
I'm Elmo.
no matter what happens at Disneyland, you can't take off the costume. And
Somebody passed out.
One of the characters passed out. They put him on the stretcher. And
They still didn't take his
They took him out of the stretcher with the costume on.
That's wrong.
How indignant.
I heard that like they build fans into the costume so that the fan will cool down.
Well, for whatever reason, whether they're sick,
Wow.
whatever.
Yeah, but that's a recent addition. They've been walking around in those costumes for years.
I heard Goofy was a black guy.
No, but Barney is.
You is uncouth.
He's a black
Barney's
guy?
a black guy, yeah.
Is that right? The real Barney?
Yeah, it was in the paper.
Yeah.
I don't, yeah.
I
They
didn't know that.
revealed that. Barney is a black
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I think he's like Jackie Jonah Kirk's brother-in-law or something.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, then he can move really fast.
Exactly.
Can he be Hank State at the Doug Goodstien wedding?
Don't make a mockery.
Serious again.
Why would you get married when I read your statistics?
You can be going to Sesame Place. Look at all the
Yeah, so
fun.
we never found out.
He's giddy about this wedding.
We never found out why
He's so
Gary.
into this.
So stupid.
I just never found out why Gary hasn't had sex though for an entire.
Yeah, why?
Right, so you put the kids to bed, right? It's like already after 9 o'clock because now it gets dark later and the kids want to stay up later. So now it's like 9:15, and I got to be up at the crack of dawn, and then I have to do the stuff I have to do. I got to go unload a snow.
Did you have some time off this month?
Don't you get?
Oh yeah. But actually, yeah. I had some time off.
And?
Yeah.
And well, I came in here all last week.
But wait, but don't you,
Here's what happens.
don't you get horny anymore?
Oh yeah.
But not for your
So
wife.
So you masturbate a lot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're not horny for your wife.
No, I am. She's not horny for me.
Well, how do you know that? I mean, do you like pile on?
How do I?
It just doesn't happen,
Does
man.
she know that you
Here's the
haven't
deal.
had sex this month?
You're hanging out, right? And then I go to do something, or I go to work on the computer or something. All of a sudden, like I come back, and she's gone, or you're doing something. And I'm
Dude, she's avoiding
She
you.
gets lost in the house?
She's
How
reading.
big is
No,
this
she's reading a book. She's reading a book.
She'd rather read a book than make love to you.
And then you go upstairs, and you get into bed. I said, I got to say a perfect thing.
I feel bad for the dude.
I went to play tennis with some buddies, right?
Yeah.
You warned him.
Did I tell you about this?
I go to play tennis with some buddies, right?
Yeah.
We finished playing tennis about 9:30.
What's the point of living?
We have a couple of beers, right?
Oh.
It's like 10:15. We're drinking some beers, and a couple of the guys are
still
going,
has a
"Hey,
beer.
you want to go to this place? You want to go down to Augie's and have a couple more beers?" Or one of the guys goes, "Well, you know what? maybe I'll meet you there in a little while, because if I get home now, I might be able to get some.
Right.
So put this idea in my head. Yeah, if I get home, I might be able to get some.
Right.
I go home, my wife's awake, it's great. Oh, she wasn't interested.
What did she say? Did you ask her?
Try? May.
Did you kiss her and stuff?
Well, yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's just, you know.
And then what did she say? I'm not into it?
You know, what you
Dude, did you catch on here? It's a month and she's not interested?
Hold it. You're rushing past it. You go home, you give her a little kiss, you tweak her on the butt.
No, I don't do any of that. I go home and I'm like, we get into bed and then I can see, but she's reading a book, she doesn't look over. I mentioned something to her, she's just like, I get it.
What do you mention? Like, what do you say? Like, hey,
why don't you just rip the book out of her hands and start doing it to her?
Just hop on her. Maybe she's waiting for you to take her.
Here I am, the next chapter. Put the book in your lap.
In all fairness, imagine those lips coming at you. Dude, what do you think of this? I'm being serious. Did I warn you? Gary, who was the guy who tried to talk some sense
She's been gone 3 weekends in a row, so most of the weekends have been...
She's even leaving home.
She's traveling.
Where's she going?
She gets some personal stuff you got to take care of.
Oh, yeah.
She wants to go have sex with somebody.
Just to meet a guy in a hotel.
She's got everything to take care of for Gary.
I'm going to ask you something.
Wait a second.
I'm going to ask you something point blank right now. Are you sorry you got married?
No, there's always August.
Are you sorry you got married?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm picturing Mary reading the book.
He'll never admit it to me.
How much of a factor is the kids?
Oh, my God.
Like everything?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when things stopped, right?
Oh, your whole life. People don't realize.
But once you have kids, it's all about them. It's all about what they want.
Your needs are out the window.
Yeah.
Look at Ralph shaking his head.
Well, there's another good idea.
I still don't understand. What did you say? Did Mary say no, or you like?
I can't remember exactly. There was a definite. There was a.
I mean, weeks have gone.
There was a sign.
There was a sign, and it was just like sort of like, you know what? It's 10:45.
And it was a stop sign.
Just picture you Mary in bed reading, and you hear the footsteps coming up the stairs.
Get that book.
Oh yeah, because you hopping on top of Nancy, so obvious.
Dude,
Jackie's wife been in Boston for the last 3 weeks.
Nancy's traveling too.
I actually got laid on vacation, so I'm very.
How many times?
How many times?
At least twice.
In the same night?
No, and then that's not bad for 2 weeks.
Way to go.
I guess these people just need a friend, like someone to hang out with.
No, I think that what you guys all ought to do is get your wives together and swap. And get a little, you know what you do? Here's what you do. I'll paint the scenario. Gary, John, Jackie, Fred, all you married dudes. Doug Goodstien.
Here's the problem with that.
You go up, get together.
John was as into planning his wedding as Doug.
Well, get together, and then one of the wives says, "My clothes are offending all of you."
They're so hot.
Yeah, it's so hot. And then, so one of you take your clothes off, and then you drink a lot of alcohol. Then the other, then the guys take their pants off, and then you just
maybe some ecstasy.
Maybe maybe get ecstasy, anything.
Here's the problem with that scenario.
Have a couples party.
Have a couples party. Do something to charge this up. Clearly, your wives are bored.
The broads are bored too.
No, but here's the problem with that. The idea of doing John's wife is phenomenal. The idea of John doing my wife is disgusting.
Yeah, well, you know what? You're not doing her.
But in order to kickstart something,
everything in life is a trade-off, Gary. If you want to start getting something.
You're like Bob Carroll, Stuttering Ted, and Alice.
And besides, it won't work because I know Nancy won't have any part of me.
Oh, no.
She wouldn't do me. So then there's Jackie banging my wife while I get to watch.
While you're sitting.
Yeah, right.
What my wife tells me anyway.
Well, you'd be surprised what Nancy would do.
Yeah, Nancy said she hardly found any guys unattractive.
Yeah,
right.
She put that book right down.
Nice.
She might even find you attractive. All right, listen.
Get up on all fours and read while you're doing it.
Right. All right, listen. Let's take a break. Thanks.
Good morning, Robin.
Good morning.
And by the way, Ralph, where's the tapes of me on your answering machine?
Scott's pulling.
You working on them now?
Yeah.
Okay. Dan, go ahead.
I used to work at Sesame Place.
Oh, yeah?
High school. It's all high school kids that work there.
Yeah.
The worst job. But couple things. First of all the people that work in the costumes, they're all chicks. Except for when I worked there, Oscar the Grouch was this gay kid.
Are the chicks hot?
They're all the drama queens from high school. Remember all the chicks
girls
that were all into the dancing?
So there's hot chicks in those costumes.
What's that?
There's hot chicks in those costumes.
Generally, except for the one. Generally, yeah.
I might have to go down to Sesame Place and meet some chicks.
Pick up Elmo.
Rope them.
Yeah, I'll pick up Elmo. Hey, Elmo, you want to go out? Hey, Elmo, you want to get laid? Yes, I do.
But the worst thing about that job is, like, it's all high school kids, and then all the supervisors are college kids with control problems.
Yeah, right. Like they're bossing the kids around in the costumes.
It's stupid. I couldn't wait to get out of there. But I used to work in guest services and merchandise, and the worst thing is you have all of when they bring the blacks down from New York.
Oh, the blacks from New York.
You know how bad it is because of the buses. Like, you look outside, and how whenever you go in the lot, when there's cars, it's all right, but when you see how many buses there are, you know how hard your day's going to be.
Oh.
Why, do the black people bust your balls?
They're entitled to everything. You know?
What does that mean?
Yeah, what does that mean exactly?
They feel like they're entitled to, you know, they treat you like crap.
Well, they had 200 years of oppression.
It's their turn.
It's their turn to treat the white people like crap.
Get over here, Elmo.
Do you guys have spooky buzzers? Remember Gary had that? Gary worked at Hempstead.
Spooky buzzer.
I had a spooky buzzer, they called it. Because when Gary worked at the store, they were afraid when black people came in, they were afraid they were going to shoplift, so Gary had to hit a buzzer.
You know what's funny?
Well, actually, they hit the buzzer, and Gary was supposed to come up and watch the black people.
And you know what the funniest thing?
Yeah, that's a fun job. No. Who are you supposed to be? Yeah. Did the black people know you were tailing them?
Oh, yeah.
They did.
No, see, I didn't tail them. I wouldn't tail them.
Right.
But one time they put me up in front of the store on Saturdays. Was a busy day. This is in Hempstead.
Right.
So they put me in front of the store.
In Hempstead, everyone's black.
How were they
not in this
supposed to
store.
not have black people?
First of all, this is 1979, and this was a store where it was clothes that were really geared to, like, 50-year-old white women. Like all, like, I don't know. It's just the store was not geared to black people.
Right.
So sometimes they would just cut through the store to the parking lot.
Right.
And then in cutting through, somebody would stop and take a look at the rack.
Right.
And that's when the buzzer would go off.
Don't stop. Get to the first
But here's the funny part.
Attention. Have they called it a spooky buzzer?
No, that's what you called it.
No, I didn't call it
You
that.
called it.
Ronnie named it.
Oh, Ronnie named it the spooky buzzer.
But let me ask, was it an actual buzzer, or was it like a light that would go
No, I can tell you exactly how it worked. I will tell you exactly how it worked. The front desk had the cash register. Underneath it was just like a doorbell.
Yeah.
And it buzzed in the back. And here's the funniest part. There was this
Where the bank is from.
There was this chick that...
That's like Gary's bat signal.
It was whoever had the job. That was the same job where
Can you imagine?
I got to see the action.
Howard, there was this really hot
Baba
black
Booey
chick that
would
worked
put
there.
on his cape.
To the schmooky pole. There's this really hot black chick that worked there.
I'm sorry, this is the greatest story ever.
We didn't know you were a superhero.
Right.
I hated it when that buzzer went off. I hated it. And I told you, it was this thing, one buzzer meant one person, two buzzes meant multiple people, and three buzzes meant call 911.
Really? Who said that at the boss?
Yeah.
Panic!
It actually was fun there, though. I mean,
you had a good time.
It actually was a good time. It's mostly a water park.
Yeah.
Gary said there's every ethnic group and the fattest people from each ethnic group. There's white people. These are like white trash.
It looks like a trail ride.
It's everything.
From the old Wild West where they were herding cattle.
He saw Arabs like in full Arab gear.
That was so weird.
You know what? One of the hottest days of the year was a couple of weeks ago, and you see them. Only the women's eyes showed them wrapped up so much.
And
it's all black that.
Yeah. He said the black women were screaming at their kids.
The lifeguards there get rashes.
What'd the woman say to her kid?
You ain't nothing but ghetto.
You ain't nothing but ghetto.
And then I saw two black adult women online who almost got into a fist fight because somehow one got two people in line in front of the other one.
Oh.
And then turned into a whole
Well,
thing.
of course the children grow up to be just fine.
That's the problem there. They always have fights there. Like, they have a big security force that works there.
Howard, you know what happened? There was this one ride where you had to
I say close Sesame Place down.
It sounds to me like a lost cause.
Yeah.
There was this one ride where you could go in from two ways and the line merged, one side and the line would merge. And there was this one, like, white kid about 16 years old who was really nerdy, who wasn't very, didn't have much authority. And these people were just browbeating the hell out of him, so that one line, maybe 20 people were going in before the others, and that's where the fight started.
Right, right.
And these people were about...
Listen, some of the women were so fat that 400-pound women would get into tubes and try to go down the water slide. They get wedged, and kids had to come over and push them down.
And they had to lubricate them and push them.
Yeah. Here's the other thing that's really weird. A lot of these 400-pound women, they take their kids, I'm talking about infants, I'm talking about 8 or 9 months old, and put them on.
Oh, my God.
While they're going down a water
I
I can only hope they both drown.
But here's what happens.
Yeah.
What do you think happens when a 400-pound woman hits the water?
It's like a rocket ship.
These kids are like drenched and like they look dead.
And what if they drop the kids?
I don't. They can hold.
And then they sue the park.
No, they go slow down the ride.
But they said when this woman was launched from that wedge, she shot down there.
She was like a rocket.
Damn.
She was laughing the whole way, too. She knew. I mean, people were laughing at her.
Right.
And she was laughing with them. Like she knew she was wedged. But when she went, she was just like, ah!
Doesn't a 400-pound woman have any shame and not go down a water slide in a bathing suit?
Wouldn't you be at home if you had any shame?
Yeah.
Not at Sesame Place?
Yeah.
No, but they also walk around in the bathing suit all day.
Yeah.
Oh.
You're in a bathing suit all day.
I just had no idea that all the Sesame characters were hot chicks under there.
Yeah,
Did
yeah.
you know
Well,
that?
you have to be careful. Some of them are gay guys.
Oh. You got to be careful.
If you're hitting on one.
Yeah, my luck, I'll be hitting on one.
How do you know?
Yeah. How can you tell? Maybe they have a little cutout for the penis. Wow.
I went to Great Adventure the day before. Went to the safari, did all that thing.
Yeah, that's fun.
And they had like the safari was amazing.
Yeah.
Monkey came right in the car.
Yeah, they got tons of
Who did
cool
I
stuff.
just read went to Great Adventure with their whole family and got to skip up in the line?
Jackie Martley?
But that's another thing. People never, you get in your car and you go through the safari and you obey the rules.
Jackie used to, when the monkeys would jump on his car, he'd
signs clearly say, keep your windows closed, do not feed the animals.
Right.
And everybody's got their windows open with Hershey bars and stuff. And my kids are going, how come the monkeys aren't coming to our car? And I go, because we're not holding Hershey bars.
Yeah, well, you got to be so good, Dad.
And then there's one monkey was choking on a Ricola wrap. I felt so bad. He kept picking up this Ricola wrap.
Did he die?
No. He was like, he kept eating it, spitting it out, and eating it. He didn't know, like, after once he shouldn't eat it.
Yeah.
Ricola!
But nobody obeys the rules. And then these people wonder why they get eaten by lions.
Yeah. Stick their arms out of the car.
It is amazing.
You want? Hey, the one of the other funniest things is when that tape you guys have of the white guy talking and then the black guy talking in jive or whatever.
Yeah.
That's like the difference between what they teach you to say. Like you have to watch all that corporate crap video.
Yeah.
Of like how to treat the guests and everything. So you're at the door and you're like, how are you doing? And they're like, yo, what's up? Or something like that.
They teach you, yo, what's up?
No. But like, it's just funny, like, when you have them come in and you get to act all nice and smile to them. But meanwhile,
all right, I think we heard enough from you. It's turning into like the Ku Klux Klan hour.
It's funny though. I was told by somebody when I said I was going there. I was told by somebody that's not from this country that she was surprised about two things: how many black people were there and how many overweight people were there.
Yeah, well, anyway, I gotta go. F Jackie.